Okay, I entered TJ in September 2003, and I was here until June 2007. Um, when I was at TJ, I did two activities mainly. I did Model UN, and I did the school newspaper, TJ Today. Um, I really loved both those activities. I met a lot of my friends at TJ through those two activities. As it turns out, I'm not in touch with any of them anymore. I'm in touch with people from TJ that I met through class, but I'm not in touch with people from those activities. But I mean, they were still worthwhile while I was at TJ, and at the time, I really thought that I wanted to become a journalist for a living. I thought I wanted to write for a living. That's changed a lot. Like I said, I graduated in 2007, and I attend UVA now, and I'm a religious studies major, and I'm hoping to get a PhD in religious studies eventually, so I will be writing for a living, sort of. So I think in that sense, what I did at TJ is sort of indirectly influencing me now. I still love to write, and I really enjoyed all the opportunities I had to write and to speak, in TJ Today and Model UN respectively, and learning to communicate effectively. I think that's a universal skill that you should probably learn no matter what field you're going into. So I think TJ really was excellent at teaching me to do that. I had Dr. Kammer for freshman biology. I don't know if he still teaches that, but he was big on presentations, and now I see why. But in terms of specific subject matter, I had no idea that I wanted to do religious studies or economics when I graduated from TJ. I really thought I wanted to do journalism, so I sort of kept that in mind when I was applying to colleges as well. It didn't work out. I didn't get into the school that I wanted to go study journalism, but I think I'm actually thankful for that, because UVA it's a public university, which means it's really cheap if you're in state. And if you're seeing this video, you're probably in state. So that was a big consideration for me. And since I'm going to grad school, I'm really glad I stayed in state for undergrad, because funding would have been an issue. But also, you just need to be open to your interests changing, because they will change. If they don't change, you're lucky, but chances are your interests will change, because you're 17 or 18 when you graduate from here. And I'm really glad I did that. In retrospect, if I had to redo my time at TJ, I wouldn't really do anything differently, because I did what interested me then, and now I'm doing what interests me now, and that's all there is to it. You just pick the activities that you think will make you happy, and you just do well in those, or you don't really care about them. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Nobody's going to ask you when you're applying to jobs what activities you did in high school. It doesn't matter. Just do whatever makes you happy. And that's just what I did, and I'm really glad I did. And if I had gone into international relations or journalism, great. I didn't, and I'm still glad with the choices I made. I really did like the humanities classes at TJ, though. I think they are probably underappreciated because it's a science and tech school, but these classes really taught me to think, and I didn't realize it then, but I realize it now. So, just appreciate those when you have them, because you'll get to college and you'll realize that not everybody thinks on that level, and not everybody is able to be that critical of what they're reading. Not everybody even cares that much about what they're reading. So enjoy that while you're here. But yeah, religious studies, day in the life of a religious studies major. I'm specifically interested in Judaism and antiquity, which is the life of, Jewish people from roughly 1000 BC up to 400 AD. So, 1000 BC, they're just the ancient Israelites at this point. So I study the Bible and the Second Temple period. So a lot of my classes are related specifically to that. So they are extremely challenging. A lot of them are upper level graduate classes. So usually, a normal day in my life would just involve, going to class, eating food at some point. I like to wake up early because you can get a lot more work done then. But usually, any given day, I have at least 4 to 5 hours of reading. and then translations. I take 2 ancient languages. I take Greek and Hebrew, so every day, every single day, I have homework for that, and I think that can be good. I mean, it's kind of awful having Friday classes, especially as a 4th year, but I really like my languages, and I highly recommend that too. That's the other thing. If I could redo TJ, that would be the one thing I would do differently, is take a different language, because I took Spanish, and it's great, but everyone takes Spanish. You know, I'd really wanted to take Russian for some reason. I wish I'd done that. Because languages, there's just a complete change of pace from what you're normally doing, especially if you're, you know, at TJ and everything is science oriented. It can be a good change of pace. It's a different sort of thing you can do with your mind. So I highly recommend that. Is there anything else?